My name is James Luster, and I've been a survivor all my life. I've been thrown out of hockey games, jumped off of cliffs, and I've been to New Mexico. And now, I'm a crazy survivor man. I'm here at the Wade Odom National Park in Mesquite, Texas. And as you can see, it's beautiful here, but it's also really dangerous. There's all sorts of critters and creatures here that would just as soon eat me alive as shake my hand. I'm about to jump out in the middle of this wilderness. They always say look before you leap, but I say a penny saved is a penny earned. We're miles from civilization, and last year a family of experienced wildernessers came here and they all died. Oh, come on! This is what the natives call a chumanga tree. In English, that means big round tree with leaves. And you can see here why they call it that. Because this is the sap that leaks out of the innards of the tree. Whenever it gets too hot, it's just like you and me. It'll sweat and this sap comes off and it cools the tree off so it doesn't hyperventilate. And the natives will use this to put on their fingertips so that they can deal cards easier, and also to put on their knees when their knees aren't sticky enough. As you can see right here, the animals will come up here and they'll lick this stuff right off the ground. It's full of vitamins and it's nutritious and it's good to eat, and I'm gonna eat some right now. Okay, now it's getting really dangerous, and I can tell that because there's a lot of bears here, and this is how they mark their territory. These bears will build these fences and put these yellow things on them because they don't want people to get splinters in their hands or metal shavings, but they're very territorial, and they'll actually hunt down a human in order to eat him, and so I don't want that bear eating me, so I'm gonna start being really careful. Okay, the best way to not get eaten by bears is to make lots of noises. And you don't want to make woman bear noises, you gotta make man bear noises. So that's what I'm gonna do to protect myself right here. Pick a nigga basket! Okay. I'm at a pretty formidable crevasse here, but I've got to cross it. I could easily die if I stay on this side. Natives call this river the river of water not to drink. And in English, that means the water is dirty. To get across this creek, there's no way I can jump across it or just swim across it. So I've got to build something to bridge the gap. And what the natives do is nature provides everything you need. So I'm gonna find some things, and I can see just standing right here, there's some sticks in the background and some leaves and some grass, and back on Everest, I used to build bridges like this all the time to cross the glaciers. And I'm gonna do it again right now, out of the material that I have available to me. Now, I have a stick, the natives call this stick. I'm gonna bind it together with these other sticks because it's not long enough. And these are good and sturdy. It bends, but it doesn't break. And so I'm gonna tie a bunch of these together. And this is also good as a raft if I need it later. And I just attach these with leaves. That the natives call this leaves, and I'm just gonna put some at every joint, and basically this works just like welding two pieces of metal. You put these leaves in there, and then I'm gonna create some heat, and it's basically gonna form these into one, and I can use it to cross the river. Okay, now I need to apply the heat, and that's just a matter of finding a couple of twigs, just rubbing them together like this. Oh yeah. And as you can see, now I have a bridge. And I'm just gonna take this, I'm gonna throw it down, and it should create a good place for me to cross this crevasse. Now that I've got my bridge built, I can cross this river, and it's imperative that I do it soon because the weather is looking bad. A lot of people have tried to say that this show isn't real, but as you can see, it is real. I'm out here all alone, all by myself in the middle of nowhere, having to survive. Nothing for miles and miles around, and I'm not sure exactly where I am or which way to go. All I know is that in this hemisphere, if I look at my watch and the hour hand points to the north, then I should go south. As you can see, this tree blocks my way, and I've got to get through it if I have any hope of getting out of this wilderness. The trouble is, it's very dangerous. Last year, a group of troubled youth from the Maury Povich show was here, and there were 30 of them, and they all died trying to get through a tree just like this. And in a situation like this, you always try the most obvious choice first, which I'm gonna just try to step through. But as you can see, I'm not having any luck. It's just too tight, too dangerous, and maybe I can make it through, but it's just too dangerous. I've got to think of another way. I found this native stick, and I'm gonna use it first to try to pry the tree open, but it's not working. If I can't knock the tree down, the best thing to do is just pole vault right through it. And I used to be a pole vault star in high school, so I know exactly what I'm doing. And as you can see, nature sucks. I tried to pole vault through this tree, and the stick just broke on me. That never happened in high school. I've decided to use a little trick I learned on Everest. I'm gonna climb up this tree, tie this shoe to this limb, and it should lean the tree over just enough where I can get through to the other side and make it on and keep on going. I've been through the same thing on Everest, and I know that one thing you can do in any environment to protect yourself is to take off your shirt. So I'm gonna take off mine right now, and I'm just gonna wrap it around my head because Arabs do it. Okay, I still haven't found civilization, but now that I got my shirt off, I know I'm gonna make it. The wind on my bare chest really makes me feel alive, and I just know if I just press on, I'll find something to hold on to. I just need something to believe in. I'm living on a prayer. You really got to be careful when you're climbing a cliff like this. Last year, a man was climbing at the same place, and he fell and died. And it was pretty funny, but I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm gonna check every handhold and every foothold. And if I don't, I deserve to die, just like that guy did. And I'm gonna check. Oh no, I don't want that to happen to me. This is getting a bit scary, but I've got to press onto the top. Because if I don't make it, I can't go down now because I'm in the middle of it. Oh look, I finally made it to civilization, and I'm out of the woods, but I'm not out of the woods yet, because I still have to cross this street, and there could be cars, and there could be bikers, and there could be bears, so I'm gonna cross the street, and I'm gonna be as careful as possible. Whoa!